Hey guys, welcome to Wrestle Kingdom latest news. Roman Reigns speaks about his uncle. John Cena shuts down Randy Orton. Tony Khan accused WWE. Dominic Mysterio says, I'm the greatest villain of wrestling. Updates on Big Bronson Reed and so much more. Starting with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns breaks silence on death of WWE Hall of Famer and his uncle. WWE Hall of Famer and World Samoan Afa Noah passed away at the age of 81. Roman Reigns pays tribute to his uncle. The death of Afa Noah comes 2 months later after his brother Sika Noah passed away in June 2024. Sika Noah was also the father to Roman Reigns, and now the OTC has shared his thoughts on his uncle passing on social media. Roman Reigns tweeted, Our family has suffered another great loss. With the passing of my uncle and WWE Hall of Famer Afa Noah, we thank everyone for their support and are comforted by the fact that he now rests in peace. Afa Noah and my father Sika Noah were loving brothers, the greatest tag team of their generation, and now they're reunited together in heaven. Rest and power, World Samoans. Randy Orton says John Cena shuts down the idea of one last WWE match between them. John Cena plans to retire from WWE in-ring competition in 2025. Randy Orton, one of their Cena's greatest opponents, recently told John Cena he would like to face him once again. However, his real-life friend John Cena's response did not fill him with confidence. Randy Orton revealed on Cody Rhodes What Do You Want to Talk About that he spoke to John Cena before his Money in the Bank retirement announcement. I said, what do you think? And he was like, Randy, you know I have never pitched anything. I always do my best with whatever they give me. I'm like, man, that's me. I've never had a pitch. I've never set myself up to be let down. I'm never like, hey writers, here's a 6-page of storyboard of everything I want to do for the next 6 months. Not once. When I brought it up to him, I felt kinda like a mark. Like, hey, you wanna do one more? He shut it down right away and said, if creative comes up with it, then we'll do it, kinda thing. During a recent interview, Tony Khan, the AEW president, said he believes that WWE is still engaging in contract tampering with AEW wrestlers. And Triple H, Paul Levesque seemingly acknowledged Khan's Triple H seemingly acknowledged Tony Khan's comment. Fans took notice that Sportskeeda.com Instagram account published a graphic of the quote that it was liked by the Triple H official account. Matt Hardy, WWE was our birthplace, Jeff and I want to finish there. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy intend to finish their careers in WWE. On a recent edition of the Extreme Life Matt Hardy podcast, Matt Hardy discussed the possibility of WWE return, which he hopes will happen. He said, WWE was our birthplace. Without the WWE, we would have become who we ultimately became, these tag team legends. However, people view us as the worst tag team ever. You know, Matt and Jeff Hardy, whatever you think of our legacy is, that's happened because of WWE giving us opportunity, obviously, so that will always be viewed as our home. We have said this before and I have said this on the podcast. I want to finish in WWE now because that's our home. That seems like the right way to do it. Dominic Mysterio says, I'm the wrestling's greatest villain. In a recent video of WWE's YouTube channel, superstars were asked for their pick for wrestling's greatest villain. Dominic Mysterio said, the greatest villain of wrestling of all time, it's me! Other names offered in the video included JBL, Randy Orton, Stephanie McMahon, Vicky Guerrero. And recently Dominic Mysterio made Logan Paul upset and also betrayed Rhea Ripley. Updates on R-Truth after Big Bronson Reed attacked him on WWE Monday Night Raw. R-Truth announced earlier this week that he is dealing with the cracked ribs and internal bruising after being assaulted by the Big Bronson Reed on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Big Bronson Reed destroyed R-Truth with tsunami splashes. The Wrestling Observer newsletter is reporting that R-Truth injuries are all kayfabe and part of the storyline. The veteran superstar will be off of television to sell the injuries. MJF said the Young Bucks deserve more respect. AEW doesn't exist without them. In a recent appearance on the Wrestle Talk podcast, AEW American Champion MJF shared his stance on the Young Bucks and why he believes that Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson deserve more respect from the fans. He said, I'm going to do something, I really do. I'm going to put them over. They are innovators. The company does not exist without them. There are a lot of people that come into AEW. This company has been around for over 5 years now. I was there since before day one. None of that happens without Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson. I think it's unfortunate if new people come into my company, and they should be showing them the respect that they earned and deserves. John Cena names the most wonderful insult from a WWE audience. In a recent appearance on the Jake's Takes podcast, John Cena discussed how he had been insulted by WWE audience and picked the most impressive insult that he has been directed at him. He said, "Oh, I always remember the crowd at Hammerstone Ballroom in ACW one night stand continuously throwing my shirt back at me, so I basically had to face Rob Van Dam for the WWE Championship that night. But my first match was with my own t-shirt and the ECW crowd. That's definitely a wonderful insult that I remember. And I mean, you don't realize the weight of that. Like someone saying, I don't want a free shirt with your face on it at an event where we go buy shirts." In July, John Cena announced his forthcoming retirement from pro wrestling in 2025, while John Cena confirmed that Royal Rumble 2025, Elimination Chamber 2025, and WrestleMania 41 will mark some of his final appearance. His final match will take place in December 2025. For updates on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin was supposed to be involved in the main event of WrestleMania 40, but he didn't appear as a financial agreement couldn't be reached. WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross also confirmed this. In a recent appearance on the Unlikely podcast, Stone Cold Steve Austin confirmed that WWE approached him for a special appearance at WrestleMania 40. According to the reports, the Texas Rattlesnake was supposed to be appearing during Cody Rhodes vs. Roman Reigns headliner and deliver a standard to Dwayne Johnson The Rock. However, The Undertaker ended up taking the spot and chokeslammed The Rock, paving the way for Cody Rhodes to win the undisputed WWE Universal title from Roman Reigns. Stone Cold Steve Austin said, "It was close. They certainly reached out to me. We had conversations. My wife and I had something going on and I didn't need to go to Philly at that time. I have said, I miss Mania and Philly was a good town for me back in the day and I appreciate those fans. Couldn't make it down on that one. WrestleMania this year is in Vegas." And also CM Punk challenged Stone Cold Steve Austin. He said, "If Steve Austin wants to go to sleep, he can call me." CM Punk is interested in facing off Stone Cold Steve Austin. He recently talked to the Masked Man show to comment on a possible match between them in the WrestleMania 41. According to CM Punk, the decision would be up to the Stone Cold Steve Austin he wants to wrestle. He stated, "It's not up to me. I think he had a pretty good return. Came back, main event WrestleMania. At this point, his 6 shooters might be buried in the Nevada desert. If he wants to dig them up, I'm your Huckleberry. It should have happened 10 years plus ago. But if he wants to go to sleep, he can call me." Updates on Bobby Lashley departure. Internal reaction to Bobby Lashley's WWE departure. Bobby Lashley has wrapped up his time in WWE for this time being, but it sounds like the door is open for him if he wishes to return. Yesterday, Bobby Lashley was moved to a Illuminati section of WWE's website. This officially signifies the end of Bobby Lashley's run with the company for now. Based on the reports, it doesn't sound there are any hard feelings on WWE's side of things right now, according to Fightful Selection Ross Sapp. He stated that WWE sources have told him the door is open for Bobby Lashley to return for eventual appearance in the future. And the rumors suggest that the new Hard business name is the Hard Syndicate, and you might see them at AEW All In or TNA. And WWE going head-to-head with AEW's World End 2024. AEW previously announced that the World's End 2024 pay-per-view event is set to take place on December 28 at the Additional Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida. Meanwhile, the WWE recently announced that plans to hold a live event at the Kia Center in Orlando, FL, near the AEW's event venue on the same night. Although the direct competition between WWE and AEW is not expected to impact the pay-per-view buys significantly, it could affect the attendance for the AEW's World Ends 2024 pay-per-view event. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wrestling news and wrestling content.